Did you know that Jamaica track and field produce some of the most versatile athletes? And when I say versatile athletes, I'm talking about athletes who do not stick to one genre or one section or one element, however you want to put it. They are versatile, meaning they can do different events and still produce outstanding times. And I'm going to tell you about some of these athletes. Well, I'm not going to tell you about them in depth, but I'm just going to call some of the names. We're talking about Mr. Herb McKinley. Mr. Herb McKinley, he was a sprinter and he was a quarter miler. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to tell me that HP 400 is a sprint event. But when I talk about sprint, or traditionally, when we talk about sprint in track and field, we are talking about the 100 meters, we're talking about the 200 meters, we're talking about the 4x100 meter relay, and we're talking about the sprint hurdles, as in the 100-meter hurdles that is done only by women, and the 110-meter hurdles, which is done only by men. So Mr. Herb McKinley, he was very versatile because he competed in the sprints where he won medal in these events at the Olympics. So Mr. Herb McKinley, he did the sprints and he was a quarter mile and he won medal in the 100 meter and the 400 meter at the Olympic Games. Yes, he did, back in 1948 and 1952. Another versatile athlete is Mr. Arthur Wind. Arthur Wind, what can I say about this gentleman? He was in the era with Mr. Herb McKinley. They were actually on the same team. They were on the winning team that won Jamaica's first gold medal in the relay in the 4x4 at the 1952 Olympic Games. So Mr. Arthur Wind, he too was also very versatile, where he competed as a quarter miler and he was also in the middle distance, where he won medal also in both at the Olympic Games, the 400 meter and the 800 meters. Another versatile athlete who I love to talk about is Danny McFarlane. Yes, Danny McFarlane was a quarter miler and he was also a hurdler. He was a 400-meter hurdler. Now, some people might say, yeah, 400-meter hurdler is a quarter miler. Two different events. You have the flat 400, what we call the flat 400 meters in track and field, and of course you have the 400-meter hurdles. So Danny McFarlane was very versatile like that. And let me tell you something. Danny McFarlane won a silver medal at the Athens Olympic Games in 2004 in Athens. So Danny McFarlane is another versatile. Another versatile athlete that I know a lot of you might not know is Lacina Golden Clark. Yes, Lacina Golden Clark wasn't just a hurdler. I know a lot of people know her as a sprint hurdler. Well, let me tell you something. Lacina Golden Clark is a hurdler, she's a jumper, and she's a thrower. Lacina Golden Clark have competed in the sprint hurdles, the long jump, the triple jump, the high jump, and the discus. And if you don't believe me, you can ask her. I did not know that Lacina Golden Clark was this versatile because I've always seen her as a hurdler. But yes, Lacina Golden Clark is another versatile, outstanding Jamaican athlete. Another one is Maurice Smith. Now, Maurice Smith was a decathlon athlete. Yes, we're talking about 10 events. Now, who does 10 events? That's ridiculous. Maurice Smith is actually a silver medalist from the 2005, was it 2005? I think it was the 2005 World Championships where he won silver. And when I say 10 events, I'm talking about this man have to sprint, him have to hurdle, he has to run middle distance, he has to jump, he had to throw. So Maurice Smith was very versatile like that. And I can tell you the 10 events that are in the decathlon. It's the 100 meters, the long jump, the shot put, high jump, the 400 meters. We're talking about the 110 meter hurdles. We're talking about the discus. We're talking about pole vault and javelin. Yes, pole vault and javelin that we are not really known for. So those are a part of the decathlon, and of course the 1500 meters. So Maurice Smith is another outstanding, versatile Jamaican track and field athlete. Another one that we have is none other than Usain St. Leo Bolt. Yep, Usain Bolt is a sprinter, or was, because he's retired now, of course, like many of these athletes. Usain Bolt was a sprinter, and Usain Bolt was a quarter miler, and I'm talking about the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 400 meters. Yes, Usain Bolt started his career as a junior at Champs, running the 200 meters and the 400 meters. When he got to his senior level, pro level, he specialized in the 200 meters, and then of course by the end of 2007 coming into 2008 season, Mr. Bolt took on the 100 meters, and let me tell you, the rest is history, because now he can boast 8 gold medals at the Olympic level. And guess what, of those 8 gold medals, guess how many are from the 100 meters? 3, 2008, 2012, and 2016. Yes, and I don't have to tell you about the World Championship. The World Championship is the same thing. So Usain Bolt is another versatile athlete that stepped down from being a quarter miler, and he dominated the sprint for a decade. He dominated the sprint from 2008 to 2016, and we're talking about 3 Olympic Games, and we're talking about 4 World Championships. Yes, Mr. Usain Bolt. Another versatile Jamaican track and field athlete. I don't know if you guys can guess this one, but if you're watching track and field, if you know track and field, you'll know who I am talking about. I'm talking about none other than the very technical, outstanding Miss, I'm going to put some respect on her name, Miss Shericka Jackson. Yes, Shericka Jackson is, to me, Shericka Jackson is the most versatile track and field athlete Jamaica has ever seen. And let me tell you, she has won medal at every level at global championship. When I say global championships, I'm talking about the Olympic Games and the World Championship Games. Shericka, when she was in high school, like Usain Bolt, she competed in the 200 meters and the 400 meters. And of course, a few seasons ago, during the pandemic, Shericka Jackson stepped down from the 400 to the 100 meters. And let me tell you, Shericka Jackson is like a nightmare for the traditional sprinters. She will not allow them to get ahead of her by far. A matter of fact, over the last 2 to 3 seasons, since we came back, since the industry reopens after the pandemic, the only 2 women that have really defeated Shericka at a global championship are 2 Jamaicans, Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly and Fraser Price. Nobody else have had that privilege to defeat Shericka Jackson at the global level since she stepped down from the 400 meters to the 100 meters. And let me tell you something, Shericka has won medal in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 400 meters at global championship. The only Jamaican to have done that, and one of the only track and field athlete in the history of the sport have won medal at the global level in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 400 meters. And I have not added the 4x100 meter relay and the 4x4 as yet. So when you look at Shericka's data or her CV or her accolades, whatever term you want to use, Shericka Jackson is Jamaica's and track and field most versatile athlete. So there you have it. And of course, there's a host of others that are versatile, because we have some young ones coming up. Of course, Brianna Liston is another outstanding versatile athlete. She can run the 100, she can run the 200, she can run the 400. Yes, when I say Brianna Liston can run a 400, if you were at Boys and Girls Champs 2022 and saw her on that 4x4 for Heidel. If you were at the Pens Relay 2022 and saw her on the 4x4, 400 meter relay, you would know what I'm talking about. So we have them coming. Jaden Hibbert is another outstanding, both in the triple and the long jump. Another outstanding athlete is Wayne Pinnock. How could I forget Wayne Pinnock? Wayne Pinnock is a hurdler and he's a jumper. And he is good at it. He is good at it. So we have so many versatile, outstanding athletes. So I just wanted you to, just want to share a few of them with you that have done exceptionally well for Jamaica.